who was your last class making the websites?
Yeah.
Just so I know.
Show of hands, guys. Who was your last class making a website?
So like half the class. Alright, so today for people who weren't here, we're gonna start to make your own websites. So like an about you website, you put whatever you want it. Today we're gonna be like linking pages, so like we get multi-page websites. So we're gonna start off with a video on like basic how linking websites works, and then we'll go into like how to make your own website.
Index.html. Then after that, we want to make sure.
So right here, he's kind of showing us a simple display of a website and what it looks like. So if you were here last class, you're kind of being introduced to like writing, quick sentences with the paragraph tags, right? So this is a bit more complex. But basically, what he's doing, while he's doing it, I'll just explain to you what he's doing. So he's actually linking his website to different pages or websites you can go to. So you guys know like YouTube and Instagram, they all have websites. So basically in here, he's adding a tag on his website called home or YouTube, right? And those are going to be redirected to the website of his choosing, right? So basically that space in green, that's going to be the link or the URL to the website you want to go when the user clicks on it, right? So here where it says here's a sample YouTube video, so here you actually see that YouTube link, right? So since you put that YouTube link in, right, when people click on the thing that says click here to visit my YouTube channel, they'll be taken to that website, all right? And that's kind of the idea of how this is formatted, right? So things like this, like YouTube, and they have options for you to actually like format, and we're going to be just looking into different ways how we can embed those links and display that content for the user on your website. So that's kind of the
Alright, so hey, this is the basic format of how your pages are gonna look. So you see you have a reference link. So basically what this does, it says Gulliver websites, that's what's being displayed on the websites. So when you, right here, so see, you can tell by the color of it, that's like it's a link. So when you click on it, it's actually gonna take you to the link that's given in this little reference link right here. So clicking on Gulliver website will take you to gulliverschools.org. And this is basically how you're gonna link on your website to like different pages like YouTube, Instagram, or any other like website that you want to.
Yeah, and so right here, that's the A tag, right? So how you're gonna want to format that linking page is that you're gonna want that arrow, that left arrow. You're gonna want to put the letter A and then press. Okay. So this is kind of like a tag that's gonna let the computer know that there's gonna be a link that goes after, right? So you're gonna put the tag A, pref equals, and then you're gonna put that URL in quotes, right? So from whatever website you want, you get that URL on the top. You're gonna copy that, paste it in here, and surround that with double quotation marks. That's kind of like the formatting that the computer can use to recognize that as, is it an actual link or not? Right, so after that you close it with another tag, and then the word right after is the word that's going to be displayed, like Ishan said, and this is what it looks like, right? So when, like, if you search something up on Google and you see those blue underlined links, that's kind of what it looks like, and that's how those links are formatted on websites.
Question for you, scholars. Is there a space between the A and the href when you're using it?
No.
Yes. Take Sebastian, can you point to it? Do you see there, guys, the opening tag for A? There's a space between the A and the href. Now, at the end of that line, do you see the / and the A? Is there a space between that and the A? No, okay? So even though there's a space at the beginning between the A and the href, there's no space between the / and the A, okay? But does that make sense, guys? Okay.
Yeah, it's very important that you guys keep this format. Like if you miss a space or you're missing a closing tag, the program won't read it correctly and you won't be able to link it to that URL. So formatting and syntax is very important when you're working with this type of code.
So we're all in your website, so we'll be also making lists. So there's two types of lists, unordered and ordered. Basically, unordered is like little bullet points, and nothing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this link, so you have to start with the unordered list. So that's basically the tags. And then in each unordered list, you're gonna have to have lists. So one li is gonna be one of these. So in the tags li, you can put hello, and that's why it comes up, and then world is another one, and world comes up on a separate line.
Right. And yeah, you can use list for whatever function you want to. If you want to like list different categories, or that's up to you guys, right? But for the formatting, you're always going to want to follow this. And see how you're always going to want to indent it when you're opening like a new category of some sort. You see unordered list and its closing tag are in the same spaced out from the left margin, right? And then if you indent again, that's where you're going to put your lists, right? Because if they were on the same margin, it won't look like that. It's going to look very different. So make sure that when you're doing these unordered lists, that you indent for every new list that you want to include in that list. Okay?
Does everybody understand what an unordered list is? Go back to the previous slide, Sebastian. Guys, what is in front of the hello and in front of the world? A dot. But in this case, what do they call them? A bullet. A bullet, exactly. Now, whenever you want to do bullets, you need to use that UL tag, unordered list, and then for each bullet, you need to use an LI tag, okay? Now, take us to an ordered list.
So here, you're going to actually do that. What do we have next to the list names? Numbers, right? So why do you think someone would use an ordered list versus an unordered list? Yeah?
So is there like point steps and no steps to go through?
Exactly. So like
Very good.
recipe websites or websites that are ranking, some sort of things, they would use ordered lists, right? Because the position in which that name comes in on the list has the significance or some meaning for the user, right? So exactly. For like recipes, you would want an ordered list to show which steps are going in what order. So that's the only difference in ordered list is instead of UL with closing tags, it's just OL, right? The formatting is the same. You're still using the LI tag, but it's just the way that it's displayed to the user is the only thing that matters, right? Like the reader citation is the same, it's just the display that's different. So that's just something to take into account when you're making your websites, right?
Alright, so now we're going to start building your websites. So if you could turn to your computer screens, and just in the blue area above the little Gulliver sign, just right click.
Can you turn on the light?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so if you like minimize all your tabs or whatever and just right click, it'll say new. And then you can see folder. So create new folder. Like right click anywhere on the screen. And you see new. And folder right click.
Yeah, and then just title it like your name or website. So like
And then,
So, yeah. So what's
rename it to your name. Rename the website to your name. And I'll call it your name. So your name and then underscore and website.
Yeah. Guys, for the name, you can't have any spaces, okay? So don't put any spaces. For your name, the underscore, which is shift,
you're gonna add all your
it's going to be shift, and then the number next, the thing next to zero. Hold shift and then press the number, and that's the website, okay? So just put that up.
Did you make one last time? No? Okay, so then.
Can you just show hands who's done with that part?
Raise your hands when you're done.
Or any of you at the same computer you were at last time? You guys all and obviously last time. Alright,
Some
so-
of the scholars weren't here last week.
Yeah.
Only just a few.
So is everyone done? Alright, so now, actually in the folder, just open the folder up. And you redirect like a blank screen with nothing in it. It should say like name at the top. So underneath name, right click. And you'll say new again. And you're gonna go to new, and you're gonna do like text document or notepad document.
So within the folder, just right click,
Or text,
and
any
then
text
where it says
document.
new, you're going to want to make a text document, okay? Oh, just one. So make one text document and
name it your name, your first name. Huh? Homepage.html.
yeah,
Make
call
it-
it homepage. Don't call your name.
Yeah.
And you need the .html.
If you already made a new name, you can right click and then hit rename.
Alright, and then put .html. That's very important because after your home page, if you put .html, your computer will recognize that as an HTML file, and it'll be translated into a web page, right?
Yeah, you need to.
.html.
Capitalism is just not there.
In lowercase as well.
But don't forget the HTML part though. Yeah, and make sure there's a dot in between the name and the HTML.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's not.
So in the folder, so you actually just drag that in. So that's it for now. Yeah,
Do all you guys have? Right. It's alright,
I think it's because he was your last name has the whole like edit file.
Yeah. His homepage he already has.
I think it's like
Alright, so in the folder or in the page, you're gonna open the page up. Just double click it, and you're gonna have like a blank text edit or a text sheet like this. And inside, you're gonna do HTML tags. Take control text.
Yeah, maybe yours faster.
So to start off in the HTML document, you need the HTML tag, so the computer actually knows what it's reading. So at the beginning of your document, just have those two tags at the beginning.
Guys, let me have everyone's attention real quickly. When you hear this noise, okay, that means stop what you're doing and pay attention to the person that's explaining something in the front, okay? Does everyone understand? Okay, so everyone, just quickly pay attention to what Ishan is going to say now. Go ahead, Ishan.
Alright, so we're just gonna start on the website. So at the beginning, so the body, you need a body tag. So in the body, it's basically where your website, like everything in your website is gonna go. So in the body, you have like text tags, you have your titles, you have your images, and that's where we're putting like the navigation. So yeah, just have body tags like this, and make sure to leave a space in between so we can put stuff inside.
Raise your hands if you have any questions, guys, okay?
Is everyone done with that?
yeah, make sure when you start to go on like the first one is not you put one at the bottom. Oh shit.
No tab, so you can there you go. Add another. So this is a slash box because this is the start of the body and this is the end of the body.
Make sure you put make sure you put a clothing that's right here. Make sure to put that as well on the stage. I'm gonna do something over there too.
The first email does not have a backslash.
So change that.
Basically, the backslash says that you're closing off that pattern. Yeah, whenever you're opening a new like site, there's like with like HTML section or the body section, the opening has the backslash. The backslash basically signifies that you're closing.
Can everyone raise your hands when they're done?
Raise your hands when you're done, folks. Thank you.
Okay, so the next thing we're doing is add a title to your website. So to indicate like something big, you're gonna have an H1 tag. So basically it's like a header 1. Header 1 is like the biggest you're gonna go, and it keeps on going to I think 6 or 7. So H1 is the biggest title or font size, and H7 will be the smallest. So right here we're just gonna put welcome to my website. You can put whatever you want. You can put your name and then your website, or just is like some other name you can have it, but you can have it whatever you want. Alright, so now if you were here last class, we learned about styling. So basically, to go over quickly, inside the H1 tag, the first little set of greater than or less than signs, put style and then equal and then quotation marks, like that. And inside the quotation marks, you can put like different things you want your header to look like. So let's say I wanted to make it font size 15 to make it a little pop out more. I'll put font dash size and then colon 15 px, which indicates pixels. You can change your font size to any size you want. I'm just using 15 or 40 because it's a little bigger than what it usually is. Oh, next thing, we want to add color to our website. So let's say we wanted to add let's say you wanted welcome to my website to be red. So we just add another one, be color, and then colon, and then red, blue, white. Right now we'll just do like basic colors. Don't put any special colors like light pink or like magenta, because those probably won't be in the actual HTML like database.
You show them the hexadecimal.
So remember, you can change these to any like parameters you want. It doesn't have to be red. It can be blue. It can be black. It can be white.
You guys need help raising your hand?
Font size, speed,
Color,
40 PM.
colors like that have more than one word in it, like light purple, might not pop up, but like singular ones like purple might pop up.
It doesn't have to be red. You would have said
Can I just get a show guys for that?
H1
backspace move?
Welcome, folks. Welcome.
Yeah, you should. It's the website's the right format. Let me know if you feel right.
Can we use that computer? Or does that one not work?
You could use this one right here. Absolutely.
Yeah. Ryan, can you get the blue one? The blue chair?
Sorry about that. What's up, Adrian? Can I set my backpack right here?
Put it underneath there, please. Thank you.
Okay.
for your
Would you make a full website tab? If you want like Gulliver tab title.
So can I see your tag?
Show of hands, folks. Who's done?
Who's caught up? Raise your hand. Oh. Make sure you put .html to rename it.
What's that?
Well, that's. And I need to get the dots as a
Push
text.
rename. Alright, no, click it again.
There you go.
Put dot behind it.
your name and then website.
I mean,
If you guys are wondering, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is how we just format
the dot HTML
website.
computer recognizes
HTML.
Oh, yeah, no.
HTML. Now press enter. You know, and then
Rename it.
right now, wait, can we change this? Yeah, you can change that. You can make any color you want. No, I'm making that number. That just copy your text. And 40, we put 40 up there, but either of those. That's just how big it is. How big is this?
And
It depends. You usually keep trying.
Okay, you're good.
No, that's not how you do
Yeah, no, you don't. Because they recognize it.
Alright, so if you're done, we're gonna actually test out the website. So if you. Oh wait, 1 second.
Just 1 second.
So in the bottom, you're gonna put
Right. Yeah,
All files.
File save as. You resave it. Yeah, but
look, so
So,
this
so actually,
start
before we actually test out the website, on the top left, go to File.
there you see in the body, you press tab.
top left corner, right?
Go to File
Okay, pay attention, guys. Go ahead, Ishan.
on the top left. You go to File before we test the website. Save as, and then you guys should have a folder. It should be in the folder already. So on the bottom where the highlighted text is, name it the same exact thing. Let's say ours is homepage.html. You're just gonna put the exact same thing. So yeah. And then on the little bar on the bottom where it says save as type, you're gonna put all files.
Click, and then click all files.
And if it says it's duplicating, just say replace it.
You want to replace this one, because that way it's going to be transformed into a web page, right?
You don't want to copy that there. Each one is like
That's not right.
Just replace it. Yeah.
There.
So yeah. Right click it.
okay, so yeah, because the size of the
Here, I got it.
you can
Exactly. So
After
go
that,
back
it's
to
gonna
the
put
text
the color
document,
of your text.
file, and save that again.
you can make whatever color you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, like the way the computer wants it. So just go to save as, and you guys are renaming something different, like home1.html.
So
or
like after the
your
comma
name.html.
is what is going to be the M50. And then
Now it's time to see the web pages that you've created, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
there you
if you go
go.
to File, Save As again, we did before we had to redo it. Save it as a different name, .html.
no, you have
So if it's home page, just name it home, but it has to be something different, and then click Save again.
Question, guys. Question for the scholars. How can you tell if you've done the web page correctly? When you open it in what program, what should you see?
See the website at the top?
But what program?
So you want to find
Yes. I'm sorry?
no, we have to change it. What
Edge, correct. Guys, very good. If you've done this correctly, you've saved a file in Notepad with a .html, but you should be able to see the results on Edge or Chrome or Firefox. Very good.
you put HI there.
Very good.
You put HI again. Print that I.
Very good.
now?
Right arrow.
Very good.
Oh, you can we have to delete
Press
the
tab.
original, right?
Yeah, they can
So,
You can.
on the left side of the
I'm
keyboard.
going to delete the original.
And now you're gonna put same thing, the bracket, slash body instead of this body, which ends the body. And then you press enter again, and then you slash, like the same thing, like you're ending the HTML. Slash HTML.